What the Yeah, this finna the world up.
Hey, no.
He likes to act like he doesn't have money.
And what we doing?
Standing on business.
Sid storms into a high-end jewelry spot that's iced out almost every major rapper in Atlanta. Yeah, that place. Icebox Diamonds and Watches. The same shop known for loading artists up with flashy chains, diamond watches, and custom pieces that turn heads the second they step outside. We're talking big names. T.I., 21 Savage, Migos, Meek Mill, Drake, Offset, Ludacris, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Young Thug. The list goes on. Basically, if you're somebody in the industry, you've probably stepped inside that Buckhead showroom and dropped serious money. Their Instagram alone crossed 1 million followers, showing artists walking in, checking out diamonds, trying on Rolexes, and getting custom chains made right in front of the camera. That content helped turn Icebox into a powerhouse almost overnight. It's the same formula as Johnny Dang. Bring in the stars, ice them out, post it online, and let the hype pull in even more clients. Simple setup, massive results. And people already saw the drama tied to Johnny Dang. Talks about fake pieces, rumors of raids, the internet going crazy. But what's happening with Icebox? It feels a lot deeper.
What the Yeah, this finna the world up.
Hey, no.
He likes to act like he doesn't have money.
And what we doing?
Standing on business.
Bro, my first diamonds came from Icebox. Okay.
Christmas came early. This isn't just random talk online anymore. There are actual lawsuits, federal investigations, and links to a massive multi-million-dollar case. Some rappers have even spoken out, claiming they were overcharged or pressured into deals, raising serious questions about what was really happening behind those glass counters. That price? People are saying it's not even close to what it should be. Now things start getting serious. We've got a store manager reportedly restrained inside his own home while a crew cleared out safes packed with somewhere between $5 and $10 million worth of merchandise. Then authorities stepped in, taking down entire groups and recovering Icebox pieces with original tags still attached. On top of that, artists who used to shop there are now speaking out, warning others that the jewelry scene can be full of questionable pieces and hinting that more truth could come out soon. So today, everything gets laid out. Every artist they made chains for, every dispute, every lawsuit, every behind-the-scenes deal, and every piece of evidence people are talking about. By the end of this, you might look at that Icebox YouTube channel completely differently. Let's really break this down. To understand how it reached this point, you have to go back to the start, how Icebox actually built its name. This wasn't some small family shop that randomly blew up in the music scene. This was calculated from day one. Icebox Diamonds and Watches set up in Buckhead, Atlanta, one of the most high-end areas in the Southeast, where money moves heavy every single day. The business is run by key figures like Mo Jeweler and Jeff Milenio handling daily operations. These are the same faces seen in viral Instagram clips standing next to artists. But what really separated Icebox from other jewelers was simple. They figured something out early that most others missed. The real secret? Hip-hop marketing power. Think about it. One artist wears your chain in a music video, posts it on Instagram or mentions you in a song, and suddenly every upcoming rapper in Atlanta wants to walk into your store. That kind of exposure is worth millions, and all it takes is a few custom pieces to make it happen. So Icebox leaned all the way into that strategy. They started offering payment setups to artists, but not the typical kind you'd see in regular stores. This was different. They'd let artists walk out with high-end pieces, Rolexes, Cartier bracelets, custom diamond chains, with the understanding that payment would come later. But here's where it gets important. A lot of these deals came with conditions. Artists were expected to wear the jewelry in public and post it across social media. In other words, you're not just a customer, you're promoting the brand every time you step out. You get to show off pieces you haven't fully paid for yet, while the store gets non-stop exposure. On the surface, it sounds like a perfect trade-off, right? The artist looks fully iced out, and the jeweler gets major promotion. But in reality, this is where things can get tricky. What happens if payments stop coming in? What if the value of the pieces gets questioned? And what if artists are out here wearing huge amounts of jewelry on credit and the relationship suddenly breaks down? That's when everything starts shifting. That's when lawsuits begin stacking up. Accusations start flying, and people quietly begin questioning the quality of what Icebox is actually putting out. And those quiet conversations didn't stay quiet for long. They got louder. But before diving deeper into the drama, it's important to see just how wide Icebox's reach really is. In hip-hop, the client list is stacked. T.I., an Atlanta legend, has been linked to the store for years. 21 Savage has been spotted there multiple times checking out pieces. Migos, Quavo, Offset, and Takeoff were regulars, and not just for one chain. They were known for picking up full collections at once. Meek Mill has been seen at Icebox more than once, with the store heavily showcasing that connection on social media. Then you've got Drake. Yes, that Drake, tied to purchases at the high-end shop. Ludacris is on the list too, another Atlanta icon. Lil Baby has been frequently seen inside the showroom, along with Young Thug, who becomes a major part of this story later on. Lil Durk also enters the picture. And interestingly, he's one of the voices who started warning others about how the jewelry business really works. Even Drewski, the comedian, reportedly spent around $100,000 on custom pieces from Icebox. And that's just the surface. We're not even counting NFL and NBA players, actors, and other entertainers who've walked through those doors. Icebox wasn't just a jewelry store, it became a cultural stop. In Atlanta, making it big almost felt tied to stepping inside that showroom at least once. Icebox has been using advanced 3D printing tech to create custom, made-to-order jewelry. And here's the key detail: diamond chip pieces. These aren't large single diamonds, they're tiny fragments grouped together to create that fully iced-out look. From a distance, under the right lighting, especially in photos and music videos, these pieces shine crazy and grab attention instantly. At first glance, they look flawless, bright, flashy, and expensive. But when you take a closer look, really examine what someone might have spent $50,000, $100,000, even $200,000 on, that's when questions start coming up. Because diamond chip jewelry and high-grade diamond pieces are not the same thing at all. And when it comes to pricing versus actual material value, the gap can get pretty wide. Now, to be clear, this isn't just about one store. A lot of it runs on presentation, how it looks, how it shines, how it shows up on camera. Most artists aren't walking in with deep knowledge about diamond grading or technical specs. They're focused on appearance, how it hits in photos, and how it represents their image. And jewelers understand that. It's been part of the game for years. But when you mix big money, strong personalities, and questions about value in a fast-moving city like Atlanta, things can escalate quickly. And that leads right into one of the biggest conflicts tied to this story: Young Thug and Icebox. Money, lawsuits, serious accusations, missing jewelry during a video shoot, and a legal dispute worth around $350,000. This situation has everything.
Here's how it played out. Young Thug, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was one of Icebox's biggest clients. The photos were everywhere. Thug standing next to Mo Jeweler, the company's president, both smiling while he showed off layers of diamonds. From the outside, it looked like the perfect artist-jeweler relationship. But behind the scenes, things started getting complicated. According to Icebox, they provided Young Thug with around $200,000 worth of jewelry over multiple visits. This included items like a $30,000 Rolex, a $20,000 Cartier bracelet, a $30,000 wallet chain, and even a $6,500 rose gold clasp. And this wasn't a one-time visit. Thug reportedly came through at least 4 different times, leaving each time with more pieces. Icebox claims that over time, payments totaled about $95,000, but then suddenly stopped, leaving an outstanding balance of just over $115,000. At that point, the company took legal action, but they didn't stop there. They filed a lawsuit totaling $350,000, which immediately grabbed attention. But here's where things escalated. Young Thug didn't stay quiet. Through his legal team, he pushed back hard, making serious claims against the company. According to those claims, Icebox had been trying to build a close relationship with him, encouraging him to take expensive pieces without upfront payment. Basically, Thug's side suggested the situation felt set up. The claim was that he was given all this jewelry knowing he'd wear it publicly and bring exposure, then later large payment demands showed up. In legal filings, his team argued that Icebox focused on him as a high-value client, benefiting from his visibility, then pursuing much larger amounts once things broke down. Thug's team pushed to have the case dismissed completely. And when you step back, this follows a pattern people have been talking about. A popular artist gets approached, receives jewelry through flexible deals, promotes it naturally through their lifestyle, and later faces major invoices that may not match expectations. And it gets even more intense. Before the lawsuit even happened, there was another situation during a Young Thug and Lil Baby video shoot. Reports claim around $150,000 worth of jewelry went missing during that shoot, right in the middle of a major production. Pieces reportedly disappeared. After that, Icebox pointed responsibility toward Young Thug and included those losses in legal claims. That meant this wasn't just about unpaid balances anymore. It turned into a second dispute involving missing items from the video shoot. Now, instead of one issue, there were two major legal conflicts happening at the same time. What once looked like a strong business relationship full of social media moments and public appearances shifted into a serious legal back and forth. This is what it looks like when the celebrity jeweler model starts breaking down. The friendly energy fades fast when the money slows down. But if that Young Thug situation sounded intense, what happened next had people completely shocked. People think they are, and that some pieces might actually be priced way higher than they should be. He even said artists could feel disappointed once they fully understand what they really bought. Durk also gave straight advice: find one jeweler you trust and stick with them. This isn't coming from a random voice either. This is someone deeply connected to the culture, spending serious money on jewelry, telling others to move carefully. That alone grabbed attention, and he's not the only one speaking out. There's even a well-known Instagram page called FakeWatchBuster that focuses on reviewing watches and pointing out inconsistencies. They've built an entire platform around analyzing pieces worn by celebrities and jewelers, and they've called out some major names along the way. One situation that really took off involved Lil Baby at the Met Gala. He was seen wearing a Patek Philippe Nautilus, a watch reportedly worth around $400,000. At one point, he even posted proof of purchase publicly, confident in what he had. But then, FakeWatchBuster stepped in and started breaking the watch down, pointing out details they believed didn't match original specifications. The post spread fast, and suddenly everyone was debating whether the piece was real or not. After all the attention, Lil Baby even reached out to Patek Philippe directly, suggesting that aftermarket sellers might be misleading buyers. And that's what made this moment so big. One of the biggest artists in the world spending that kind of money and still ending up in a situation full of questions. That's where the hip-hop jewelry scene stands right now, and it goes way beyond just watches. The FakeWatchBuster page doesn't only question what artists are wearing, they also look closely at the jewelers themselves, because at the end of the day, jewelers are the ones with the technical knowledge. They understand diamond grading, materials, and the difference between various types of pieces. So when lower-grade items are sold at premium prices to clients who might not know all the details, people start asking serious questions. Some critics even argue this isn't accidental, it's part of how the business operates in certain cases. That idea alone has kept the conversation going strong.
There have been multiple call-outs over time. Names like Soulja Boy, Lil Scrappy, Waka Flocka, Jadakiss, and Sean Kingston have all come up in online discussions analyzing different pieces they've worn. In Soulja Boy's case, the topic became so frequent it turned into viral jokes and memes across social media. Now, shifting to another major name, Johnny Dang, the comparisons here are hard to ignore. The Houston-based jeweler, often called the King of Bling, recently had viral posts circulating online claiming his store had been searched by authorities over questions about jewelry authenticity. The story spread fast. People were sharing it everywhere, reacting instantly and adding their own opinions. But then, Johnny Dang responded publicly, saying none of it was true. No search, no official case, no confirmed issues with his products.
It looked like a situation where unverified information spread quickly and took on a life of its own. But here's what really stands out. The fact that so many people believed it immediately says a lot. It shows there's already a level of skepticism around celebrity jewelers, and once a story like that appears, it doesn't take much for it to catch fire and spread everywhere. Trust in the jewelry scene has definitely taken hits. When artists are publicly warning each other to be careful, when entire Instagram pages are dedicated to questioning pieces, and when legal disputes start piling up between artists and jewelers, it puts the whole industry under a microscope. And that brings the focus right back to Icebox. While there hasn't been any confirmed federal action specifically tied to selling inauthentic jewelry, the combination of situations around the brand, the legal disputes, unanswered questions from the major theft case, ongoing debates about diamond chip pieces, and strong claims made during past conflicts has people talking. All of this points to a bigger issue within the industry itself. The celebrity jeweler model often runs on a gap in knowledge. The jeweler understands every detail of the product, while the client may be focused more on how it looks and feels. And that difference can become extremely valuable when certain types of pieces are priced similarly to higher-grade items, especially when they appear just as impressive on camera. When presentation becomes the priority and technical details take a back seat, it opens the door for confusion, misunderstandings, and bigger debates about value. That's why more people are starting to look deeper into what they're actually buying. So, where does that leave Icebox now? The business is still active, still posting, still bringing in big-name clients, and still showing off new pieces online. From the outside, everything might look the same as before. But artists are moving smarter now. People like Lil Durk are out here telling others directly, do your research before spending serious money on jewelry. Pages like FakeWatchBuster have pushed transparency into the spotlight, making it harder to ignore. Now you've got more buyers asking for certifications, GIA reports, and even independent appraisals before dropping 6 figures on a piece. The Young Thug situation also sent a strong message across the industry. When a major artist makes serious claims about how deals were handled, that kind of story doesn't just disappear. Other artists hear it, their teams hear it, and it changes how future deals are approached. That old approach, letting artists take pieces with flexible payment setups, then turning things legal if the situation falls apart, is getting harder to maintain. People are paying closer attention now, asking more questions, and being more cautious before agreeing to anything. And then there's the 2019 incident. That situation raised ongoing questions about security, insurance, and how information was handled afterward. Several individuals were taken into custody, but a large portion of the merchandise was never recovered. Even years later, people still bring up the missing details, delayed footage, and unanswered questions. Looking at the bigger picture, this all connects to the long relationship between hip-hop and jewelry. From the bold gold chains of the 1980s to the platinum era, and now today's fully diamond-covered styles, jewelry has always been a major part of the culture. Jewelry has always symbolized success. It represents making it out, leveling up, and showing the world you've arrived. But when the same jewelers meant to represent that success start getting questioned, it shifts the whole narrative. Now people are starting to ask how many artists out there paid way more than expected for certain pieces. How many chains, watches, and video moments featured diamond chip designs instead of higher-grade stones without buyers fully realizing the difference? And how many deals were signed without fully understanding the fine print based on trust built through social media moments and public appearances? These are the kinds of questions the culture is starting to ask more openly. And naturally, they're the same questions businesses in this space are now expected to answer clearly. At the same time, it's important to stay balanced. This isn't about saying every item sold by Icebox or any jeweler isn't legitimate. They've been around for years and have many satisfied clients. But when you look at the bigger picture, the legal disputes, public claims, concerns around certain pieces, and even warnings coming directly from artists, it creates a need for closer attention. The jewelry world runs on trust and image. Buyers trust the value they're getting, and in return, their visibility helps promote the brand to the next wave of customers. But when that trust starts to weaken, the entire system feels it. We're starting to see more truth come out, not just with Icebox, but across the whole scene. The Johnny Dang rumors, the FakeWatchBuster callouts, the Lil Baby watch situation, it all connects into one bigger story. The relationship between hip-hop and the jewelry world is being examined more closely than ever before. Now people are pushing for real transparency, certifications, proper documentation, and even independent appraisals. These shouldn't be rare, they should be standard. If someone is spending serious money on a piece, there should be clear proof of what they're actually getting, no questions asked. At the end of the day, artists put in too much work to risk overpaying or getting unclear value in return. Culture is built on authenticity, and that same energy needs to carry over into the business side too. So now the conversation is wide open. What do you think about everything surrounding Icebox? Have you been following all the situations and discussions? Do you think celebrity jewelers always offer fair value, or is there more happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to see where people stand on this. And if you made it this far, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. There's a lot more to cover, and this channel is staying on top of every story, every update, and every angle. Stay informed, stay sharp, and always double-check what you're investing in.